Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be messing with this little Sonoma a little bit more. Let me show you what we're going to do. Got a few things going on. I put this filter on here because I didn't have the air box, but I went to the U-Pull-It and I bought an air box. I got a new dash vent because that's missing, and I got another door for it. So I got this door, just picked it up for 75 bucks. It's off of a Blazer, but they're the same color, matches. I got to peel that off and take that pinstripe off, but it's a nice door. Should look a lot better. So I went to the local U-Pull-It and I picked up this air box, complete unit. It just slides down in there on that pin, and then there's a stud right here that it bolts onto. So we'll put that in there. And I got this dash vent piece. It goes right down in here. Now these are hard to find that aren't broken because the sun is brutal on them, and they just like makes them real brittle. So I finally found one. I got it. Carefully popped it out. We'll get that put on there. But we're gonna work on switching this door over. Now the only issue is this new door is a power window door, and this truck has manual windows, so I'm gonna have to switch that over too, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. All right, as you can see, I pulled that air filter out of here, put this clamp back on here. I don't think that's the right one, but I guess it's gonna have to work. Let's see if I can fish this back down in there. This upper radiator hose is kind of in the way, but I can try to work around it because I don't want to have to drain the coolant out of this thing. But if I have to, I have to. It might be easier to just pull this out of the way too. Alright, got that out of the way. These gearboxes big thing, but all that gearbox suck the filter out. All right, so that's in there. Now we'll slide the old rubber boot back over that, just like that. That. And bam, now we got a factory air box on the truck. Air sensor back in, plug that air temp sensor back in, put that back down there like it came there, and there we go. All right, I popped that dash piece back in there. It ain't perfect, the dash is warped on it, but you know what, it looks better than it did. Get the air box on it. Truck runs good. Now I'm gonna try to put this door on here. So unlike some vehicles, these S10s, the doors don't bolt on, they pin on, kind of like the OBS truck. So you gotta take that little clip off of there and pull the spring out. There's a little clip on the bottom one too. Then you gotta drive those through. So let's start by doing that. Well, gotta take the door panel off and unhook the wiring, I guess. So to get this door panel off, first you gotta take the window crank off. There's a little clip on the back side of it. You gotta release that clip, pull that off. Then there's 2 screws under the armrest. One there and one there. You gotta pull this screw out, take this trim piece, and then it just pops off of there. I got those bolts out. That's what they look like. They're like 7mm, I think, or 6/32, something like that. And then you got a Phillips head screw there. Let's get that out of there. That Phillips head screw out of there. Just take this trim ring. Just pops out of there. It's hard to do this one-handed and hold the camera, but you get the idea. And then we just pop the door trim clips off. Now, if you had power windows and stuff, you'd be, you know, unhooking all that power window stuff. But since we don't have power windows, all we got to do is unhook the speaker. All right, so with that black plastic piece off there, you can see here's the manual window door. Here's the power window door. They're basically identical, other than, you know, the window mechanism. So I'll have to drill out these rivets on this one, pull this manual window unit out, drill out those rivets, pull out that power window unit. Got our drill bit and our drill here. We're just gonna select one that'll drill out the center of that. Actually, you want it a little bit bigger, so we're gonna try 11/64 and see what that does for us. Yeah, I guess we'll go the next size bigger. Now that those are just going to spin, it's not ideal. All right, so after drilling that out, finally got that out. So it's just going to be easier once I get it on the truck. So try and knock these door pins out. All right, so we're supporting the door with a jack. I'm gonna try to do this with my air hammer. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we're gonna try it. See what happens when it's spring. I might get hit with it. That's gonna suck going back in there, I do know that. That's off anyway. Pins are in good shape, so I'm going to reuse them. All right, there you have it. Now we just got to get the stripes off and put it all back together. I don't know if you can tell it on video, but it's not exactly the same color, but it still looks better than that big ass dent in it, so we'll call that a win. All right, I got the mirror switched out. I did get that piece pulled off of there. I need to switch out the door lock, and this piece I just changed it out of the other door, put it in here. I gotta switch out the speaker because this one has Bose speakers. and the truck does not. So I switch that out because it is different. And then I think that's it. So I got the door lock changed. That was actually a real pain in the butt. You gotta take the handle out. There's a hole there and a hole there. There's like a 10mm bolt in each one. You gotta pull it out and pop the lock off. But that little lever mechanism is a real pain in the butt. So now it's time to put that plastic piece back on and put the door panel back on. All right, I picked up this little pinstripe wheel at O'Reilly's. I'm gonna try to get this pinstripe off of here. See how well it works. That works pretty damn good. I did clean this door first, where this pinstripe is, before I started this, because if you don't, you'll end up grinding that stuff right down into the paint. You don't want to do that. All right, we still got some residue on there, it looks like. There you go, look at that. The little wheel did an awesome job. Now it's time to detail the truck and get it all cleaned up and ready to sell. All right, that looks way better. I think I'm gonna wash the truck, maybe clay bar it, do a paint correction. Other than that, it's done. Made a good looking truck for not a lot of money. Just gotta watch those marketplace deals and be willing to turn some wrenches and spend some money.